My hair is a mess today. Hello guys, I'm Kat and welcome to another art box opening and drawing video. Today I have a new ScrawlrBox for you that I'm gonna open and make something with. And this month's theme is apparently abstract doodles, so that's what I'm gonna do today, so stay tuned for that. For you who didn't know, ScrawlrBox is a monthly subscription box that is filled with all kinds of different art supplies, and the supplies comes nicely packaged in this green paper, in this very flat box. And I really like opening these boxes. I'm always excited to see what's inside. I will leave a link down in the description box if you want to check out ScrawlrBox yourself. Alright, let's take a closer look on the supplies. First is this card that tells you a little about all the supplies that comes in the box, and on the other side it gives you information about the Scrawler challenge, and the challenge is basically to create something by only using the supplies that comes in the box. And every month they also give you a word to work with, and this month's word is abstract, since the theme is abstract doodles. And the postcard that is made by this month's featured artist, which is I Got the Doodles. And an even larger card with the same motif but without the colors, so you can color it yourself if you want to. A little sticker and a little lollipop. So the first supply in the box is this Pigma Micron fineliner, and I know these are pretty good because I already have a few of them myself. But one thing I noticed though is that the nib breaks pretty easy. I don't know if it's just my experience, but maybe I'm a bit too rough with my supplies, I don't know. But it's a good pen anyway, and it's nice to have in your collection. And next we have this kind of like mechanical pencil, and it's called, and let's see if I can say this right, Koh-I-Noor, I don't know. But it's some sort of mechanical pencil, and if you push this little button here, it will push out this lead pin. Very fancy. And you can also unscrew the push button and it will reveal this little tiny pencil sharpener that you can use to sharpen the lead when it becomes flat. Very neat. Next is this Montana permanent marker in the color or non-color black. It's pretty short for some reason. It's a little tiny baby marker, and it's time to smell the art supplies. It smells pretty sweet, but not as strong as the other pen in the previous box. Next we have this Faber-Castell Pit brush pen in a beautiful color called grey. I also like to add that it's impossible for me to even open a pen without getting ink on my fingers. I already have a few of these, but not as thick as this one, more normal sized pens, and I think they are really good. I hope I will like this too. And I'm really into brush pens lately, I noticed. Next that is Faber-Castell Grip color marker in 10 pretty colors, and these are water-based markers. They are like triangular shaped. And I have some mixed feelings about these. These reminds me of school so much. These pens are pretty similar to those we used in school, so I wouldn't really choose to draw with these, use them for art and such. And I'm not saying that because I think these aren't fine enough to draw with. I'm pretty sure that many would love to have these to draw with. It's just my experience and my opinion, and as I said, these are highly associated with school. But I know this is a good brand and the pens looks really nice, and I'm looking forward to try them, but then I will probably give these to someone else that will appreciate it more than I do, that needs it more than I do. So yeah. Next and last is this really nice and thick paper sheet, and apparently ScrawlrBox tries to include paper in every of their boxes, so we will have something to draw on, to try the supplies on, which is really nice. I really like that. And I'm supposed to use this for the Scrawler challenge, it says here. Use this sheet for Scrawler challenge. Close your eyes and take your pencil for a walk around the page, then see what abstract creatures and designs you can pick out of the shapes with your black marker. Finally add a splash of color to bring it all to life. Alright, so this will be like a blindfolded scribble Scrawler challenge. Awesome. Alright, let's try out the supplies. So I'm starting by making some random scribbles on the paper, as the instructions told me. And yes, I'm doing this without looking, I just totally forgot that I could have filmed myself while doing the scribbles, so you just have to trust me, which I know you do. I didn't use the mechanical pen that much, but it seemed very nice to work with and I will probably use it for future work. I actually used it a little off camera later to add shading on and around the cats. And of course there had to be cats, there's cats everywhere in my brain. So this drawing was challenging on many levels. One of the hardest things I think was to pick out something from the random lines on the paper, and I had to sit a little and just look at the paper trying to figure out if I could see any figures in there. And I blame it on that it was pretty late in the evening when I started on this, so my brain had already gone to sleep. So I started off free-handed the rest of the lines with the Micron fineliner, and then I added some thicker lines with a tiny permanent marker. And I actually liked the look of the line art, it turned out pretty cute I think, and I liked the kind of abstract sketchy style. Then I started coloring with the color markers, which was the biggest challenge of them all, because they worked really well as long as you just had a clean and smaller area to fill in, but as soon as you had to move the pen around a lot and went over the same spot more than once, the paper started to tear and crumble, as expected. But compared to other water-based markers, like some very cheap markers that I recently tried, these are a dream to work with. And I used these kinds of pens all the time when I was little. It was my favorite pens to draw with, and I don't understand how I did it. But I'm not gonna complain too much, they worked pretty much as expected. What I liked with them was that the colors turned out pretty vibrant, because sometimes when you work with alcohol-based markers they tend to fade a little in the colors when they dried, but these ones stayed the same way even after they dried, so that's good I think. I pretty much enjoyed all the supplies in the box, but the Pitt brush pen must be my favorite. It had a really nice brush nib and I enjoyed working with it. I tried to use all the colors, so the cats turned out very colorful. My favorites are the one in the box and the sleepy kitty. I'm not too happy with the colored areas themselves, they look pretty messy and maybe a bit sloppy colored. But as I said, it was pretty hard to lay down an even layer of color without destroying the paper, and it actually looks a lot better in real than on camera for some reason. Still not my proudest art moment, but I did my best and it was a fun challenge. I will definitely do more of these blindfolded scribble drawings. I feel like I really need to practice more on that. That's all for now. I hope you liked the drawing and that you enjoyed these videos. I really like making them, so a big thank you to ScrawlrBox for making it possible for me to make this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my artsy videos. Keep on drawing my happy cats. Bye!